Welcome back, everyone. This is Hard4Games, and I am your host, Tony. Today we're going to be showcasing the unreleased prototype ROM of the N64 shoot-'em-up Viewpoint 2064. We're going to be showing this a little bit on emulator, but primarily on real hardware, and I'll get to why in just a minute. Most of what you're going to be seeing today has never been seen before. So let's go ahead and get started. Cheers. Hope you all enjoy.
This is Hard4Games. They're Hard4Games.
So originally I was going to have that tall N64 dev cart to showcase to all of you, but due to certain world events that YouTubers are not allowed to mention by name, unfortunately, he wasn't able to send it. So today, again, we are working off of the ROM. So we're going to start with the menu, and I'm going to be showcasing this in an emulator, Project 64 to be exact. It is a lot crisper and there's a lot of text here, so I figured the crispness would be beneficial. I also had some serious sort of sound garbling and slowdown issues in Project 64 with this title, despite me messing around with a variety of different video and audio plugins. But if you can figure it out, how to make this work smoothly, hint, hint, it's going to be released. Please let me know in the comments below which plugins worked for you, because I would like to eventually get this running nice and smooth on emulator. Now, as I showcase this, I'd like to talk a little bit about the history of the game. Viewpoint 2064 was to be a sequel to Viewpoint, which was originally released in 1992 for the Neo Geo MVS and AES. Sammy was the publisher and the owner of the property, and the original developer for that particular arcade game was Aecom. I'm probably mispronouncing that. This title, however, had a development switch-up and was being handled by Ractian? I'm 0 for 2 on these, but you can see it on screen here. The original title was a SHMUP, just like this one, but it had a diagonal angle similar to Zaxxon, whereas this one had a little bit more of a third-person Star Fox sort of vibe to it. And just for starters, I'm going to showcase the one item that doesn't do anything, versus boss. Just leads it right back to the menu. Everything else does seem to work though. Viewpoint 2064 had been advertised in magazines and was in a playable demo state at Space World 99. Our prototype today, however, is not the Space World version, as there are some differences here. This version was originally purchased in 2015, at which point the then owner uploaded about 7 minutes of footage to YouTube. Differences between this and the Space World version include, but are not limited to, the prototype having a functionless ice power-up, different graphics for the targeting reticle, and a slightly different HUD. This version is likely earlier than the Space World demo and also has several bugs. It's unknown as to why the game was ultimately shelved and cancelled, though it could be due to poor sales performance of other shmups on the N64, of which there were only about 2, I think? Or the fact that this game was to be released in 2000, which was pretty late in the life cycle of the N64. This information and much more was provided by Jalen Van Hoy. To see his full write-up on this prototype, it's very detailed. Please see the link in the description below. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. Now, normally with our prototype episodes where we play through a chunk of the game, I like to have some of the other Hard4Games producers, you know, my friends, with me. But due to current circumstances, we are practicing a lot of social distancing and social isolation. Of course, gotta protect ourselves, our families, all that stuff. I recommend you all do the same thing as well. But again, this will be a little bit different than previous episodes where we cover like topics. Can't wait to play a shoot 'em up with a microphone and camera in the way. Should be good time.
Lost Colony.
So I mentioned that this was kind of like Star Fox earlier, and it seems like it would be that way. But it is a little bit different because unlike Star Fox, I can't go up and down. I can only go side to side, forward and back. Sort of keeping in line with that original where it was on that 2D plane. So as you can see here, I can't really because I can't really go up and down, I can't get this guy except with my missile. So I have to use my reticle, I have to do a lock-on, and attack. All my other normal attacks are just sort of on this flat plane. Because again, I can't go up and down, I can just go forward, back, side to side. It's the reticle that can move all around. Also very handy for, you know, when you don't want to be in front of something. Speaking of which, this power up here, these two little floating crystal things, this can function as a shield. So when it's to the side, it protects me from the side. I can also press R and it protects me from the front. Although I don't think it'll protect me from these. I also like the music here. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of hopping. It's got some energy to it. As you can see here, the game's having some trouble drawing the boss. It's sort of almost kind of popping in and out, almost as if it's kind of like half covered in fog a little bit. I don't think pop out or popping in is really the right word, but you see what I mean here. It kind of like is textured, then it's not, then it's textured, then it's not. As you saw there and also in the menu, there are multiple paths, and apparently as you play through the game in multiple ways, you'll get different pieces of the story. As you can see there, I put these shields in front of me, but I still ran into them. So it protects me from fire. Yeah, it absorbs the fire, but it does not absorb, like, collision. And it actually goes to power up a bomb. There we go, see? And then when I did that, my energy went down. As you can see, we have a little bit of a perspective shift here, and also a new electricity attack, which is kind of nice. Switching it up a little bit. I do like the enemy variety here. Like, they keep throwing different things at me. You know, it's not overly challenging necessarily, but there's a good variety, so you have to keep adjusting. So let's go ahead and check out a couple of additional levels here. Again, we're not going to check out all of them, but let's just, you know, see what we can see.
Review channel.
This is a little bit more difficult because as you go level to level, you keep your power-ups. But here, you know, in the level select, you just start with bare bones. Now, theoretically, I would have a shield by now if I got to this level naturally. But as you can see, it's already offering a little bit more challenge.
Emerald circuit.
This is kind of cool. You have to navigate around these moving objects here. Don't get crushed like that. Oh, I have to shoot these open. This is super weird. Or do they just move by themselves? They move by themselves. It's so weird. Oh no. You can shoot it open, but they don't. Huh. Weird level design. Very strange. Whew. Uh-oh. Get out of my way. Oh.
Space of base.
It's a little bit challenging going into this without any of the power-ups from the previous stages. Some nice destructible environments. Reminds me of Dark Side from the 32X. I don't think I can destroy those. Ah, okay. Space of vase. Here's another space of vase.
Space of base.
Just swaths of baddies and this giant sun that you're traveling towards. Pretty cool. I thought this one would be interesting. The Earth's crusts. Plural. And then it says the Earth crust. Singular. What are these? What has become of the Earth? So as I play this more and more, I stand by the fact that I am enjoying myself. And I do think that the enemy variety is quite good. I mean, you get stuff like this, and different things are going on, they have different attacks and patterns and such, and I like it. However, I do think there needs to be more variety in terms of your weapons. You know, a lot of times in shmups, you're playing and you get, you know, power-ups left and right, and you kind of have to strategize which ones you want to choose and kind of go from there, and to some degree it's based on enemy weakness. Other times it's your personal play style and preference. With this, it kind of seems a little bit more... Where do I blow these up? What's going on here? It just seems a little... Just going through these. All right, cool. Anyways, with this it seems a little bit more limited in terms of weapon variety. And as you can see here, there's no collision. So I want to make more things go boom in a greater variety of ways. This level definitely feels a bit underdeveloped. In particular, again, a lot of the collision seems to be missing. Enemies are not as intense in terms of the amount that they're popping up. I'm going large stretches without anything attacking me. So thank you to everyone watching, and thank you to our anonymous owner and everybody that contributed to this project. Thank you so much, and if you want details regarding how to play this yourself, check out the links in the description below. And a quick note from the owner to all of you, please, 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 and I'm paraphrasing here, cover your mouths when you cough, practice social distancing, and just don't be a dummy. Okay, these are strange times, and we need to work together to not make things worse. So, thank you all for watching. Please adhere to that advice, and we'll see you all next time.